Hey guys, in this video let's review Granblue F Relink. I would like to check it in a deeper way as other reviews where I talk about the story, gameplay, graphics and music, but this one didn't help too much because I knew Granblue existed since quite some time, but I am not into gacha or fighting games, so the best option I had was to look at the anime, otherwise this story summarized perhaps a bit too much with the Fates thing, missing tons of stuff in the process, and while looking at the anime all I can say is that the power of the script is strong with this one. Also, I was able to hear the recycled tracks of the game, which made me wonder, in reality, how much of this game is new, because that was the biggest of issues for me. The main story gameplay was in general good, I definitely enjoyed it, aside from side tasks like having to find the small bodies all over the place, so I didn't bother so much with that. On the other hand, small minigames with a treasure chest were entertaining, but this story lasts for around 15 hours. 15 hours that were really good. Then the game throws this quest section where the main idea is to fight bosses, defend, conquest, and so on. Pretty much get thrown into the fray and do your stuff. Nothing wrong with that. I actually had lots of fun because this section had interesting enemies here and there, also giving me the chance to gather new crew members to increase the gameplay options. That is something I gotta praise about this game, because as far as I saw, they have unique ways to play. Maybe the kind of annoying thing is that they do not increase experience as you progress throughout this quest, which is kinda limiting because if you want to play with some other characters you need to take your time to train them. On this front, it was cool that within this quest some had extra experience, so catching up was not that big of a deal. Nonetheless, something that bothered me is that while I was advancing, I start to feel a bit its repetitiveness. I know this may be seen as a double standard coming from the guy who played Monster Hunter for over 1000 hours. Don't worry, I also trashed that part of the game there. But Granblue Fantasy has like 17-18 major bosses, where several are repainted and reskinned. So after going through the same cycle all over again, I was feeling a bit bored, until I reached Maniac difficulty, where I was having a blast because these bosses had faster and stronger moves, so going through the whole process once again didn't bother me that much. However, once you reach in the proud level, the game just increases the number of bosses you need to fight, so I was questioning myself if I wanted to go through the same process all over again, with a bit more of technique, but the same process nonetheless. That was the moment when I decided to put the game on hold for the time being. The idea is fantastic, but it feels like a diamond in the rough, as it is right now. I would have liked to see much more diversity, but for the time being, if you like to go through many quests where there are many ways to play this game, yeah, I do recommend it. On the other hand, if you cannot stand the grinding sessions, just stay away from it. I will give it an 8. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.